So you've got that old power bank, right? The one that barely holds a charge anymore. It might feel like just another piece of e-waste, but what you do with it next, well, that actually matters a whole lot. And spoiler alert, it's not as simple as just tossing it in the bin.
Come on, you know the one I'm talking about. We all have that drawer. It's a graveyard of old cables, mysterious chargers, and yeah, probably an old power bank. But what if I told you that one of those things is not like the others? Not at all.
No, really, that's not an exaggeration. That forgotten little brick of power just sitting there in your drawer can turn into a serious danger if you're not careful, especially when it's time to get rid of it.
So, to figure out how to dispose of it the right way, we first got to understand why it's so risky. And trust me, this goes way beyond just being eco-friendly. This is a real safety thing.
Look at how direct that is. This comes straight from safety experts. See, the lithium-ion batteries inside are, well, they're a little feisty. If they get punctured or squashed in a garbage truck, they can short circuit. That can set off a nasty chemical reaction, something called thermal runaway, which is basically a fancy term for it could explode or burst into flames.
And here's the kicker. Your old power bank isn't just trash. It's officially classified as hazardous waste. It's not just the fire risk either. Those batteries are packed with heavy metals like cobalt and lithium. If they end up in a landfill, that stuff can leak into our soil and groundwater. You wouldn't just pour chemicals down the sink, right? Same idea here.
Okay, so before you even think about getting rid of it, you need to do a quick visual check. This is super important. Some power banks are way more dangerous than others, and you can usually tell just by looking.
And you can see the difference right here. On the left, you've got a normal, healthy power bank. The case is flat, it's solid, no drama. But on the right, those are the danger signs. A swollen or bulging case is the #1 red flag. That happens when the battery inside starts to fail and releases flammable gas. Yikes. Any dent or puncture is also a huge sign that you need to deal with it ASAP.
I really can't say this enough. If your power bank looks puffy or swollen, it is a much more immediate danger. That pressure building up inside makes it way more likely to break open or catch fire. You gotta handle that thing like it's a ticking time bomb, because it kind of is.
All right, enough with the scary stuff. Let's get to the solution. Here's your simple, step-by-step guide to get that old power bank out of your life safely and for good. First up, drain all the power out of it. Just hook it up to your phone or another device and let it run until it's completely dead. That reduces the amount of energy inside that could cause a problem. Step 2, secure it. For a normal power bank, just slap some electrical tape over the ports. Easy. But, and this is a big but, if it's swollen, you need to put it in a fireproof container. Think like a metal box with some sand in it. Then finally, step 3, give it its own separate bag. Don't mix it in with other recyclables.
So, where does it go? Your best bet is an official e-waste recycling center. A lot of big electronic stores also have collection bins right by the entrance for old batteries and gadgets. If you can't find one of those, check with your local waste management. They often have special pickup days for hazardous waste. Just remember the one place it never ever goes, your regular trash can.
Okay, let's boil this all down to a super simple cheat sheet. If you're going to remember anything, remember this.
All right, if you only take away 2 things from all of this, let it be these. First, the big do. If you see a swollen battery, handle it with extreme care. That's not just a piece of plastic anymore. And the biggest don't, never, ever, ever throw it in your regular household trash. That is the single worst mistake you can make with one of these.
So there you have it. You're now equipped to deal with that old power bank the right way. And that kind of leaves us with one last thought. This same thinking applies to old phones, old laptops, old tablets. So what else is hiding in that junk drawer that you can now rescue from the trash can?